beyond low income or low industrialized status, but they're not quite at the level of places like the US, Japan, or Germany. They are emerging or coming out of an earlier stage where their economies were more dependent on a smaller range of specialties. Things like agriculture, raw materials, or energy, which also usually means lower incomes per person, weaker capital or investment markets, and less global influence. So now they're evolving into a more diversified and globally connected economy, and they are growing their middle class as well. And in the case of BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, each country is at a different point in that journey. Brazil, for example, is emerging from a commodity-heavy economy toward more industry and services. Russia is resource-rich, but it's still working on diversifying beyond just its oil and gas specialty. India is moving away from agriculture to a tech and manufacturing powerhouse. China has transformed from a closed, planned system into the world's second biggest economy. It's become the factory of the world, but with per capita income still lower than fully developed countries. South Africa is industrialized compared to the rest of Africa, but it's still battling inequality and unemployment. But the point is this: these countries have grown a lot. In 2009, the BRICS was just 5 countries. In 2024, they added 4 more. And in 2025, they got an even bigger surprise. Indonesia became a member, and 9 more countries are wanting to join. That's more than the G7, and they now account for about half of global GDP. That means the BRICS are now bigger than Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, the United Kingdom, and the United States, or what's called the G7 group. And here's how much they've grown. In 2009, the GDP of the G7 was bigger than any other bloc. But by 2025, all that changed, and the BRICS now makes up over 2/3 of the world's population and close to half of global GDP. And this is important because even though the BRICS have been talking about an alternative to the dollar for a long, long time, 2025 is another year where they're fighting back. And this fighting started a long time ago, but it also recently got worse when the US started to use the dollar and trade to sanction Russia, and that sort of sped this up. Because between 2021 to